he really wanted Sapper to be, you know, sad. And he even wanted me to walk like I got the weight of the world on my shoulders, very heavy-footed. He would come up and describe the way he wanted me to walk. It was actually really funny when he would do it, but he said, Sapper's like this, Sapper's like that. You know, he's worn down, he's, you know, he's tired.
The question, 35 years ago, what does it mean to be human? It's a very different thing, 35 years now with technologies, such a huge part of our life. What was most interesting to you about asking that question now with Ryan's character and even with Harrison coming back?
The thing is that at the end of the day, it's like, it's always related to the old Frankenstein story, it's like those thematics evolve slowly, but it's always the same old existential questions, and those questions are still approached today slightly in a different angle in the new Blade Runner. That's what I think made this movie, this new project relevant, is just that the world is different than it was 35 years ago, so it makes sense to approach it with a new movie, yeah.
What did Blade Runner, the original movie, mean to you?
I watched it in theaters when I was young, and I think the more I watched it as I get older, the more it meant to me, because I was able to process it more and I was able to think about it more, especially even more with the when they released it, like the director's cut. Yeah. And then I started really putting more thought into it and asking more questions about it. What I really love about the first film is you watch the film and you think about it and it's awesome and it's cool and it's beautiful and it's deep, but you really put it all together when Roy Batty gives his Tears in the Rain speech at the end. And that's when it all kind of clicks and makes sense.
All those moments will be lost in time. Like tears in rain.
Did they tell you that you would have a little prequel film, that you'd be part of the short that Luke Scott did, or did that come after the fact?
I heard about that along the process and wasn't quite sure what it was up till the day that I was actually shooting it. So I had no idea what I was doing, but it's weird because I felt like I got more in touch with the first film when I did the short. Because I felt like I was sucked back into that world, like I was really got more of a sense of that world.
Did it reinform ideas about the character? Or?
The more I performed and the more I played around with Sapper and his mindset, the more I got in touch with the character. But I think, if I have to credit anybody for that, I would say it would be Denis, because even some of the stuff that I read on page didn't, it didn't sink in. It wasn't the same as his insight for the character.